Breaking news, 24 students of Sekolah Kebangsaan Lingi Negeri Sembilan were referred to Lingi Health Clinic and Port Dickson Hospital yesterday after showing symptoms of toxic poisoning like vomiting, drowsiness and diarrhea from inhaling toxic pesticide called melecine sprayed at a chili farm near the school. We have our reporter Khadijah Cairo with us right now, live from the Ministry of Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry to explain in detail what actually happened at SK Lingi. Hello Khadijah. Students vomited and experienced diarrhea. That is what happened yesterday at SK Lingi. According to the Deputy of Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry, Minister Simzi Zain, the chili farm that was located 500 meters away from the school has disobeyed the scheduled process of spraying the pesticide. From the investigation made, it was found that the chili farm executed the process at 9 a.m. on a windy day in a way that yesterday was a school day. The strong wind was believed to blow the pesticide toward the school area and eventually caused the students to inhale the toxic poison of the pesticide. Sim also mentioned that the spraying of pesticide is supposedly to be carried out late at night or on weekends where there are not many people around that time. He also stated that the workers that executed the process were not properly trained to handle the substance. Besides, melecine is not even suitable for chili farms. Reporting live from the Ministry of Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry, I am Khadijah Cairo, Metro News 1. Back to you, Siti. Thank you, Khadijah Cairo, for the awesome report. Now that we have the information on the SK Lingi case, we shall dive further into the details of the hazard. We have prepared a clip of an interview with the Seremban Safety and Health Committee, Ms. DJ, to explain about the hazard identification and characterization. Yes, it's about yesterday's gossip. Oh, I will not discuss that matter now. Next question. Miss. Yes. Miss, is it true melecine was in the pesticide? Can you explain more on this? Alright. Okay, yes, true. It was melecine that was found in the pesticide. Melecine, or known as carbophos, is an insecticide that belongs in the family of organophosphate insecticide. Commonly, melecine insecticide is used outdoors to control a variety of insects in agriculture and public health, which includes fruit fly and mosquito, respectively. Just like any other pesticide, melecine is very harmful when it is swallowed. It may cause an allergic reaction to skin and eye if it is in contact with them. If it is exposed repeatedly, melecine may cause damage to organs. Lastly, melecine is very combustible and toxic liquid for aquatic life. Any other questions? Miss. From that interview, we can learn how dangerous this substance is. Maybe we can know more about the exposure assessment and the risk characterization. We have a Lingi Health Clinic representative with us tonight, Dr. K. Hello, Dr. K. Can you explain further on this topic? Sure. So, from this SK Lingi case, these 24 students were inspected for their health and all of them were found to have inhaled the toxic poison of melecine. Well, the common routes of administration for this substance are through inhalation, eye contact, skin absorption, and also skin contact. For inhalation, when tested on rats for 4 hours, the LC50 is greater than 5.1 mg in a way that if it is inhaled greater than this dose, melecine will cause death to the organism. When melecine was tested on rats for its oral and dermal lethal dose, the LD50 is greater than 5,000 mg per kilogram, which infer that if a rat with body weight of 1 kg will die if it ingested or its skin is in contact with more than 5 grams of melecine. On the other hand, melecine causes moderate eye irritation when it is tested on rabbits. For chronic toxicology effects, melecine is found to be mutagen, reproductive effector, and tumorigenic. In general, this substance is very hazardous even if it is exposed acutely. Thank you so much, Dr. K, for the explanation. Earlier today, we got to interview one teacher from SK Lingi to gather her perception on this case. Here is the clip that we have prepared for you. What is your perception on this case? Well, I never heard about the pesticide named melecine before this, and I thought that pesticide can only be harmful when it is swallowed. I never knew that by inhaling it can also lead to such problems. Seeing my students going back and forth at the toilet to throw up really breaks me. I hope that they will get better after their medical treatment yesterday. For the owner of the chili farm, I really hope you can do something with your management and workers. Public health is very important, especially when it involves children. For the final part of this very special edition of Metro One News, we had the chance to communicate with the owner of the chili farm that was responsible for this case. Here is the clip. When I arrived at my office around 9:30 am that morning, I noticed the pesticide spray was out from the garage, which was bizarre because the pesticide process should be made late at night but not during daytime. I checked the nozzle and then I saw some dripping, which indicates someone just finished spraying the pesticide. It was a windy day. I know this would lead to something worse. So I called the Seremban Safety and Health Committee to inform them about this. I made a meeting with my employees to discuss this inexcusable work performance. Later that day, I received one phone call from the Seremban Safety and Health Committee telling me that some students from the nearby school were referred for medical attention as they showed the symptoms of toxic poisoning from this pesticide. Honestly, no one deserves to undergo this situation just because of the reckless behavior of a party. I am deeply sorry for what happened and ready to be penalized by any means. Dear viewers, from tonight's special news, we can observe the foundation of powerful risk perception and risk communication is made of great knowledge and critical thinking. These two elements work hand in hand in solving a problem in a way that knowledge helps people to have a better judgment and perception for something, whilst critical thinking directs them in making wise decisions. I am Siti Hisham and this is Metro News 1. Good night, Malaysia.